Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's William. It's good to see you here on this beautiful Friday. I hope you are enjoying your week. It is Friday, right? Yes, it is Friday. I hope you've enjoyed your week. I hope you are getting ready for a spectacular weekend. I don't know what everyone's doing out there. I will be in Johnstown at the store. Andrew, I know, is going to be working on artwork probably from now until the last minute when he has to turn it in. But I hope you are having a great day. It is beautiful here. We did get a lot of rain last night. There was some flooding in areas around us. But we have, knock on wood, we have done well. The cottage is, as far as I can tell, safe and sound and dry. The store in Johnstown, no leaks up there. We had a little bit of water seeping up through the basement cracks in the store in Johnstown. But for as much water came down, I'm very glad. This is probably the first time we've had that amount of water come through. So there was no running water. It had just started to seep up through the cement in the floor where there were cracks. And so very happy about that as well. So all in all, had a good time. Got lots of water. The grass has perked up here. I'm probably going to have to mow on Monday. That's probably a definite before the grass starts to, take off to the point where it's going to take 18 days to push mow. So that is what's going on here. I had a good day in Johnstown. I got a lot done. I like days when I get to be experimental with things. And so I did some invoicing. I finished the invoicing for Harry's things. We had some orders that came in the after hours for some of his things yesterday, which I was glad to see because they definitely deserve to find good homes. They're beautiful pieces. If you missed any of those, we did 2 days of Harry's items. That's Harry Wood. If you don't know, he often hangs out with us here. He's a talented artist, and he works in ceramics with what he supplies to us. He also works in various forms of artwork and painting, AI art, jewelry making, of course, metalwork, and he gets into some experimental music and also loves astronomy. So he's a jack of all trades, right? And so he every once in a while we get a shipment of ceramic and raku pieces from Harry, and we spent the last 2 days doing lots of those, 60 lots in total. I still have a few more, not enough to make another day of 30, which is why we're not doing another day today. So I'll be putting those probably in the D-Stash group, or maybe just on our Facebook timeline. We'll see how I go, what I feel like, but I didn't get that done today. I was able to work on the invoicing though, and catch up on invoicing. I caught up on a few orders and requests that people had sent to us. I worked on some paperwork today. I returned some phone calls today. It's been a busy day, but I also got to get a little experimental with some 3D scanning, which is really interesting, and working. I played around with scanning some of Harry's ceramic beads to make 3D models of them, which has mixed results. I also tried some earrings and some gemstone strands. Very mixed results there. But the intent is possibly to have 3D models in our online store of mostly artisan beads, because this is what I have found that works the best. The gemstones didn't work very well. The earrings are a little bit weird to do that with. So artisan beads, though, being able to virtually kind of flip them around and take a look at them. I know I often record videos of things like that. So we'll see if these are going to be any better than videos. The possibility with these, though, are that we can get the right scale. And if you have the right device, you can technically see these beads in your own environment. So, for example, sitting on the desk in front of me, I could project that through my screen onto the desk in front of me. And so if I were working on a necklace, I could project that bead down onto the necklace and see what it would look like in my design. So that's the difference. It's not so much to see the bead itself. It would be the possibility of being able to see the actual bead and what it might look like, fairly close. They're not perfect, but to see what it might look like if I'm working on a design and how that would look with these beads. The only problem is as I got through all this and I worked through all this, I found out that whenever you do that projection and that imaging, for some reason, Shopify is doing a very weird purple color around everything, instead of letting the 3D object be the color that the 3D object is. And I don't know why it's doing that. So I have to look into that and see if that's a thing that does always happen on Shopify, or if there's something I'm doing or a file format that would be better to use for that. But I think it has interesting possibilities. I've always wanted to be able to do this. I've always had this idea that you could come to our website and, kind of visualize these things with your designs that you're working on. And so we'll see. But I got to play around with that a little bit today. I took some time to do that. And I'm learning a lot with that. So let me see who's here with us today. Lots of people are here. Marianne is here. Suzanne is here. Norma is here. Hello, hello, hello. Danette is here. Just a quick check-in. Hello, Danette. Karen is here. Hello, Karen. Thanks for joining us. It's good to see you here. Michelle's on the computer again, making new patterns while listening. Nice, nice, nice. Suzanne says close to 100 degrees today. Yeah, we were up in high 70s today. It's been humid though, so it's felt hotter. But I did have to shut the door and put the air conditioning on today. It was just getting a bit too much. Nobody came into the store though today. It was a quiet day. I did communicate with people online though, so that gives me a chance to do that and give people some callbacks. Yeah, usually I try to do some reels and some stories and things today on Fridays at the store to encourage people for the weekend. But I know I have some classes, some people coming in for classes for sure this weekend. So I wasn't too overly concerned about doing that. I'll probably work on some of that tomorrow. But I knew that the store would be too hot if people were coming in and walking around. So I did have to turn the air on today, even though I was pretty comfortable myself, just mostly sitting and doing a lot of computer work. Marianne said, so happy I got the pieces I wanted. Nice. Susie is here. Hello, Susie. Thank you for joining in. Sandra has just joined in. Sorry if I missed anyone. I'm scrolling through long comments here. A bunch of comments. Angela's here. Hello, hello. Marianne said 77 and no humidity. Love my weather. Yeah, that sounds delightful. That sounds delightful. If it were 78 here like it was and no humidity, that'd be perfect. Maybe a little lower. 76, 75, 74. That's pretty good weather. So yeah, today we're doing a reboot show. And sometimes we call these different things. Today's a reboot. And so we are taking items from previous lots, previous shows, various shows. I have boxes and boxes of stuff that I'm sorting through as Barb has retired and trying to get, kind of organized. And so this is like the last hurrah for some of these. And I've given some of these ridiculously low prices, probably losing money. Maybe not losing money, but definitely not making the margins that we should be making. But it's kind of, it's a Friday. Let's just have some fun with this and give some really good deals on some things. Andrew says it was very wet here. Yes, it has been a wet day, humid day, and it got rainy wet. It rained all night. Most of the night, it was a gentle rain. Andrew said when he got up today, it was a major kind of storm going on, but I didn't see any of that. I woke up a few times in the middle of the night and looked out the window, and it was just the nicest, gentlest rain. But it did add up. It definitely added up. Norma's busy chopping veggies for dinner. Hard to type right now, so sorry if I miss anyone. Yeah, I'm not going to talk too long at the beginning of this today again, because I have dinner to make tonight too. I think we might have enough leftovers. I don't know, but I do have to get to the store before they close to pick up a few things to add to that. And we are, if I don't do that, we're going to have an odd, I made kind of like, I don't know, refried beans and fake meat tacos. And I got a little experimental because I didn't have cheese last night, the right kind. I had just enough for some of them, but not enough for more tonight. So I got to make sure I get to the store and pick up some extra supplies to remake those if we're going to have those again tonight. And so I'm not going to spend too much time like we normally do chatting at the beginning. At least that's the idea. We'll see what ends up happening. The Real Dreadlock Boys here. Thank you for joining in. Says I have a Swarovski choker necklace. Nice. We often sell, we call it the S word now, because they have banned craft suppliers from buying and reselling their product. So a lot of times videos, if they get found out that they are saying the word for that crystal company, they oftentimes will try to take down the videos. So we often sell S-word crystals that we still have. We can't buy them anymore to resell them. They don't sell them to jewelry companies unless you are a designer, like, you know, big time Christian Dior, things like that. But we still have a lot left over, and we have vintage ones too. So we often do sell S-word crystals and a lot of vintage ones. Marian says, I really don't need more temptation. I'm going to give it to you. I'm sorry. Maybe you won't be tempted by anything tonight. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe you'll be like, good. Didn't like anything tonight. You never know. I picked some things that I think are good. But like I said, these are all things that if you watch our lives often, you may have already seen. I'm just giving you extra good prices on them. I put the old price, like the lowest price we've had on them, and then I made it lower. So you're going to see that on the tags. And some of these I could just put in the online store. Some of these are good, you know, nice crystals. There's some Australian opal in here tonight. So they used to be $88 a strand, I think. It's not tonight. So we got some good stuff for you. There's some nice lapis in here too. Maybe the lapis was 88 a strand. Maybe they both were. They're not anymore. So these are things I could put in the online store and probably sell pretty readily, pretty easily there at their original prices. But we're going to have fun today and just do some good stuff. Susan had a simple dinner of cucumbers, Roma tomatoes, and fresh mozzarella. It was good. That sounds good. Even though I don't like cucumbers, it sounds fresh, right? It sounds fresh. My meal sounds heavy right now compared to that. But still, I think that's what we're going to have. Sorry, I got to turn my do not disturb focus on because I'm getting messages from everywhere. I don't know why it doesn't automatically come on anymore. I must have changed the time. Hello, Charlie. Charlie's over there on Instagram. Thank you for joining us out there. Andrew says you can resell the S word, just not use their name. Yeah, you can resell if you have it, but you can't buy them now to resell. They won't sell them to you. Like we can't go and buy them from the source anymore to resell them. Shrimp and rice for lunch, says Marianne. Nice. Andrew says, get the pink beads out, right? And Marianne will not be tempted, right? Not realistic expectations, says Marianne, right? We do have some good stuff, I have to say. We do have some good stuff. Andrew says, even though we have folks who watch regularly, I don't think anyone has seen all the lives. So there's always things to find. Yeah, you pop in, you pop out, right? It is rare that we have anyone, I think, that's seen all the lives. And even if you saw all the lives, you may not have been in the mood then for this. And maybe now you're like, that's going to work perfectly with this new design I'm working on, right? You never know. So it's going to happen. We're gonna have good deals today. We're gonna have fun today. Hello, Cheryl. Thanks for joining in. I see Diane is here in between your shows. You've been doing a lot of shows, I see, on your page. Hopefully all is going well there. Let's see. Oops. Susan says it was sunny with lower humidity and a high of 78. Unbelievable here for August. Usually it's being in hell's backyard. I'll take it, right? I don't know what's going on with these 70-degree temperatures, but I like them. I like them too. Pasta and fake chicken tonight, says Suzanne. Nice. I almost did pasta and fake meatballs last night, and maybe we'll do that tonight, but I think we should just use our leftovers. That'll make it easy on me. I have like a headache today. I have a little bit of I don't know, something going on. Like I don't feel sick. But you know, when you get that kind of pressure, and I think it's I'm starting to turn into Andrew. I'm getting pressure headaches and weather headaches and weather things. So it's just like, I'm not feeling, so we're not gonna make this too long, and I'm not gonna take too much time to cook tonight, I think. Homegrown sounds yummy, says Marianne, right? We had tomatoes from the Amish vegetable stand with the tacos last night, or enchiladas or whatever they are. We did soft shell things, and they were delightful. They were so flavorful compared to regular tomatoes. It was amazing. Andrew said, "That's what you think. I have secret ways." What do you have secret ways about? What now? What are you talking about? I'm not even following what I'm saying today. Norma's making a wedge salad and a mushroom, onion, and red pepper sub for dinner. Nice. Oh, secret ways to acquire the crystal, the S-word crystal. See? Andrew said, that's like how you used to get stomach things like your old roommate, but then he moved out and you got healed. I know. I take on the people that I'm with. I had a roommate, one of my best friends, who in New York, who had problems with dairy, and severe problems, like severe. And when I was with him and he was living there, I started to acquire problems with dairy, and it was no bueno, let me tell you. I ate cheesecake, and it was not good. So yeah, I loved cheesecake before that, and cheese and yogurt and all that stuff started to just be no good. And then he moved out, and it all went away, and now I can eat it all again. I don't try to eat it in any kind of gigantic quantity, but I could have 2 or 3 pieces of cheesecake now, and it's not a problem. Andrew says, you know what? He doesn't have problems with dairy now. I know. He doesn't have them now anymore either. He used to have to take a pill before he ate anything or 2. And like in advance. If there was anything like even snuck into his food, he didn't know it was problems. It was pretty bad, and not anymore. Neither one of us. Now I'm going to get pressure headaches. But I've been with Andrew for quite a while, so I don't think that the pressure headaches it took that long to come through. I hope not, because I do not want what he gets. That's for sure. Andrew says, I was actually interviewed for an article about S-word crystal this past week. How about that? Mary says, not a good kind of empathy. No, it was not. It was not. It was not good at all. All right. Andrew says, I'll be gone next week, so you'll be healed. I know, he's going to be gone again, leaving me again. I don't get a break, y'all. I don't get a break. I said the week he comes back and to stay, I'm going to like take a week off myself. He can do all the lives. He can do all the packing and shipping. You can do all the everything, the emails. You can go to the store, and I'm gonna go take a week off. What do you think about that, Andrew? I think that's fair, right? Right? Um, Susan says it's getting to be ragweed season, so I'm a bit sniffly. That might also be what's happening to me because I do have issues with ragweed, tested and verified by an allergist. So yeah, that could be why I'm starting to get feeling like that, in the back of your throat. Andrew's just laughing at me, just laughing, just thinks it's so funny. Marianne says, again, not realistic expectations. Right. Harry says, oh, Harry's here, says hello everybody, saying hello to everybody. Nancy's here. Thank you for joining us, Nancy. Andrew says, y'all don't want me to do that. Oh, there's Nancy. And then what's going on here? My comments are getting all messed up. Y'all don't want me doing the shipping, says Andrew. I don't know, everybody. Maybe I do. We'll see. Don't worry about it, William. I know. I'm always told not to worry about it, but sometimes I worry about it, y'all. Sometimes I worry about it. All right, let me flip this camera around, and we're going to get started because I'm worn out today. It's been a long week. It's been a long few weeks. I don't know about you all, but I have felt it over these past 3, 4. How many weeks has Andrew been gone? It's been running around. Andrew says, you'll do fine. You like alone time. I know. I'm going to have alone time with nothing else that I have to do but be alone. That's what I mean. You can take care of the cats. You can take out the litter. You can feed the cats, clean up after them. That'll be good. They'll get some alone time with you. I think it sounds like a wonderful plan. Marianne says Andrew shouldn't ship, but he can do everything else. All right. We'll just put shipping on hold for a week. That's okay. That's all right. Of course, I'll have probably emails to come back to. But you know. He says William needs his own vacay time. I could go for that. Here's the first thing. I've had these sitting here. These are my pendants that I made. And I used one of these in my necklaces. I was going to tumble these, but I kind of don't know that I want to. Because I kind of like the finish the way it is, and I'm not sure if it would change the finish drastically to do that. So I'm going to offer these. If anybody wants them, it's all right if no one wants any of these. I am going to probably put them in the online store at some point, but I'm going to do these for y'all for $8 each if you're interested. These are the ones that do not have the decals on them. I should know maybe by tomorrow if my teacher Amy sends me a message if the ones with the decals worked or not. I think she's unloading the kiln tomorrow. But if y'all want any of these, just send me an email to info@allegorygallery.com. Just say Williams Pendant, and I'll pick one for you and send it. $8 each. And if not, that's okay too. Maybe you're waiting for the decal ones. There'll be a little bit more for those. But if you're interested, you can send an email for that. And we'll see how it goes. I used one of these in my necklaces. I liked it the way it was. So I'm going to just offer them this way instead of going through the extra bit to put them through the tumbler, because I think they're fine like this. And I like this. I don't want to fade this too much. So yeah, I think I'm going to do it like that. So send me an email if you want any of those. $8 each. Ceramic pendants by me. And like I said, the ones with the decals hopefully will be available in a little bit. Those are the decals that Andrew did the drawings for, and I'm putting them on some of my pendants. Andrew said, if you think about it, you go to classes once a week and have been doing it for years. So really mine are just payback. Oh, is that so? I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd say years. Maybe a year I've been doing it. Maybe a year I've been doing it. I don't know about years. I don't know. I don't know. Let's. We might have to count up some days. We might have to count up days and see how that really works out. All right. Let's see here. 2021. I did not start in 2021. I did not start in 2021. I've not been going there that long. It's been like 1 year. We had the 1 year celebration. I think this year. Of the. I think the Pottery Studio had its 1 year celebration this year. So that is not. No. Don't get wild, Andrew. Don't get wild. RB1. RB1. Main exhibit. You did that with me. What are you talking about? You did that one with me. RB1 are these shell strands. These are shorty strands, and I have 3 of those. 3 of those. RB1. $6 originally. Brought it down to $5. I can't go much more than that. Can't go much more than that. $5. RB1. Andrew says, also, it's not my fault you haven't set up your wheel. What does that mean? What does that mean? I still, that doesn't count. Working from home does not count as taking time to go to a class. That's not the same. That's not the same. RB1, $5. And I do have 3 of these available. I didn't write that on this card. Aren't you supposed to be working on your artwork, Andrew, by the way? Instead of trying to fool everybody for how long I've been taking classes. RB1 was $6, now $5, 3 strands available. RB1. Oh, Charlie says, sorry, I missed that. I've been only able to pop on a few minutes here and there this week, hoping I can stay longer tonight. That's nice. Hopefully you can. Hopefully you're still here. All right, everybody. Here's one. I'm starting out with these spectacular deals tonight. Getting right into it. Getting right into it, everybody. This is RB2. These were $88 originally. $88. And now they are $70 a strand. This is graduated lapis. Very nice quality. Graduated lapis. These are already made into necklaces. If you want to wear them that way and just wear them, you can. But you can also take them apart and reuse the beads. Look at these. Graduated faceted rondelles. These are $70 a strand. There are 2 strands available. Believe me, if I put these in the online store, I know I can sell these for the $88. That's not a problem. These are 16-inch strands, not counting the chain. RB2, $70. That is pretty dang good, right? I think that's a good price. I think that's a good price. What is that? If we do 88. Yeah, that's less than 20%, just less than 20%, but that's less than 20%. And our online store sales are normally, what, 20%, right? So, I mean, that's more than 20% discount by just a little bit, I know, but it is more. So I'm giving you a really good deal on these. And so there you go. 2 strands only, $70 a strand. There it goes. I know. Andrew says, look at that color. Look at that color. And one of these 2 strands has sold. 1 strand left, everybody. Do I have any takers? Sandra says, no, you're killing me with lapis out the gate, right? I know. Marianne says, no, no, no. I say, yes, yes, yes. Nancy says, beautiful, love lapis. Me too. It's one of my favorite stones. Ever since Mont Blanc did that Ramses II pen that they did when I was a young lad, I wanted that pen so bad because it had lapis. That's when I first learned of lapis. It had lapis on the pen cap. But that pen to this day has only gone up and up in price. And it started at about, I think, $800. That was not a pen I could afford. It's still not a pen I can afford. But I do love lapis. Marianne says, not in my budget. So far, we still have 1 of those RB2s and 2 strands of the RB1 still available. All right, this is a beautiful strand and a very large strand of vintage checked glass in this beautiful amethyst color. Hello, Dale. Thanks for joining us today. Glad you could catch the live today. I saw you caught the replay yesterday. We have RB3, and this is a very large. So this is about a 22-inch strand of gigantic drops of vintage check glass. They are lovely. I mean, if you know check glass, vintage check glass, the price it normally goes for a small strand, right? Normally a strand of check glass is like this, and it's like $8 to $10. This is a 22-inch strand. There's only 1 of these available. I've cut the price from $32, which is very reasonable, all the way down to $28. All the way down to $28. Nancy says, my first boyfriend gifted me with lapis earrings and a bracelet. Still wear them. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let's see here. And oh, look at this. Look at this. Andrew says, Sandra, plus the more I learn, the better teacher I will be. And since you're taking the class in October, seems like it's a Team Andrew moment, LOL. What, we're picking teams now? People are joining teams, pitting us against one another? Boy, Andrew's really getting a little bit, he's getting wild over there. He's getting wild over there. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I only slept like 4 hours last night. I woke up at 5:30 this morning. Could not go back to sleep. I finally got back to sleep about 10 minutes before I had to wake up because I had to do errands this morning. So I don't have the energy to be Team William here. Somebody else want to be Team William for me? That'd be nice. You can do that. Cheryl says he's a sassy pants tonight. I know, right? Alice says, wow, wild show tonight. I know. What's going on? What's going on? Sandra just wants the best for both of us. See? See? Susan's Team Allegory Gallery. No favorites here. Suzanne has a favorite. Team Barnaby over there. William is a sassy pants. Not me. I don't know. I don't have enough to be sassy. I don't have enough in me. This is RB4. I think these are paper mache wood, I want to say. That's what they look like to me. They have large holes. They're nice beads. It's a big strand of them. It's a 16-inch strand. RB4, they were $10. I've got 2 of them available here. They were $10. They're now $8 a strand. That's a really good deal for that too. So if you like those, grab it. Grab it. Marianne slept for 5.5, so needed an afternoon nap. Oh, I would have loved an afternoon nap. That'd been good. That'd been good. I'm gonna hopefully sleep well tonight. I always say that because I'm like, I didn't get very much sleep. I'm gonna go to bed early tonight, and then I'm up until 4 a.m. again. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. One of the RB4s is sold. Thank you so much. We have one left. Okay, get ready. Boy, I came out of the gate with it today. Wow. I didn't think I put both of these up so close to the front. RB5. Australian Opal. These are slightly graduated strands of Australian Opal. They are exceptionally beautiful. They were $80 a strand. I'm doing them for $60. $60 a strand. That's it. 3 of them available. This offer will not last long. These will go into the online store for $80, y'all. $80. Look, Andrew can't just let it go. He says he's not fighting, just clearly outlining how our glass time is equal. His is spread out, mine's lumped all together. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I don't know how that works out, especially when I come home and have to still finish half the live that you start on my Wednesdays. How about that? Oh, how about that? We didn't take that time out of there. RB5, $80, $60 now, 16-inch strands. 16-inch strands. Aren't they beautiful? Let me bring that light a little closer, just in case you're not getting the vibes of all that beautiful opaly goodness. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Am I tempting anyone with those? RB5, $60 a strand. Who's not tempted by that? They're also already made into necklaces, so you could just wear them. Could just wear them. Andrew says, okay, when I get back, it'll be the Andrew show. Oh boy. All right, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe maybe I shouldn't have asked for the Andrew show. I don't know. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Now, Sandra's saying what size? Let's see here. Marianne says, may you both take all the classes you desire. We're good. We're good. We both share. I just have to, we have to pick on each other once in a while, right? This goes from 3.1 millimeters approximately, so about 3 millimeters to about 4. Not a large graduation by any means, but 3 to 4 millimeters and 16-inch strands without the chain. So 16 inches from where the gemstones start. And I've got 3 strands. RB5. It's running around with pearls over here. It wants to hang out with the pearls I got over here. Maybe I should let it, right? Maybe I should let them. They look pretty good with some of those pearls. All right. RB5. RB5. No, actually, I joke. But I'm a homebody, so I really don't mind being at home, and I get to spend lots of time with the cats, and I love spending time with my cats. They're loving on me so good since Andrew's been gone, and we play, and I like the attention. I get the attention from them. Gertie, she gives me kisses every night and every morning now, and gives me little massages. So, yeah, I joke around, but I really, I'm not a person to be on the road like that. It would make me crazy to do what Andrew's doing right now. There's no way. Here we have beautiful quartz, crystal quartz. RB6. I have 3 strands. You see the 3 strands here. They were $18. I said 15 bucks. $15. How do you get, look at the quality. It's almost like glass, but it's better because it's quartz. Andrew says, it's okay, we'll find you a class. See, this is what happens. He's going to put me to work now. He's going to find me a class, right? He's going to put me to work. He does have ideas for classes I should be taking. So I gotta be careful because I'll end up getting put to work driving around taking classes. RB6, $18 is what these were. They are now $15. By the way, those opals are still available. I can't believe no one's taking me up on that $20 discount on those opals. That's more than 20%. That's more than 20%. 80 to 60. Holy moly. 20%, $16. That's $20. Just saying. Can't believe nobody wants them. But that's okay. They'll sell at $80 in the online store. I've done it before, right? These are beautiful. And these strands are 16-inch strands. 16-inch strands of quartz. And these quartz are faceted rondelles at 5.5 millimeters. 5.5 millimeters. Look, they're perfect. 5.5 millimeters. 5.5 millimeters. Perfect. Let's check another strand. 5.5 millimeters. Ooh, that one, something happened. 5.6. 5.7. That one's not as perfect. That one's a little bigger. These are 5.6. 5.6. 5.6. There you go. Norma loves opals, but the Discover bill says no, no, no. I understand. It's all right. Remember, just let us know, and we can work out that credit card timing. We're not afraid. We're not afraid. You know our shipping's a little bit behind right now. It's not like I'm pressured to ship them out to you right away. You got some time if you're an AG Bead fam member for a while, part of the family, been here for a little bit. We can work with you. We can work with you on that. This is a very, very good deal as well. RB7. These are these beautiful pearls. These are tiny. These are little ones. I don't even know if I can get the calipers. 4.1, so about 4 millimeters by about 3.5. RB7. These were $22 for the strand. They are now $18. Little tiny pearls. Look how perfect they are to each other. Top drilled. Great. I mean, the sizing is very close to one another. Nice strand of pearls and 16-inch strand. Vintage pearls. These are vintage freshwater. Cheryl says, if I didn't have to get a front porch rebuilt before winter, I'd be going against Norma for first dibs. I get it. I get it. Susan says, love you guys. Love you back, Susan. Thank you for joining us, hanging out with us. Cheryl says, I need to pay you for what I'm about to order. Can't add more to the bill. Sure you can. It's all right. But look at the color in these. Look at that whole rainbow going on in there. Blues and purples and reds and greens and yellows. Beautiful strand of pearls. RB7, only $18. Only $18. It's Friday. Nobody cares about money on Fridays. What? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? RB8. RB8 are these green garnets. Green garnet. And this is just a lot of these. And you can see the holes. Trying to find the holes in each one. I think they're kind of top drilled. There's the hole in that one. And this was $10 for the lot. It's now $8. This is like, this would be like a pretty nice size strand of these if this were a strand. So let me just line these up. So this is like somewhere around 11-inch strand or so. 11-inch strand. And it's only $8 now. $8 for these little garnets. RB8. We sold some RB6. Sold 2 of those. There's still 1 of those available. That was a great deal. Those quartz. Marion says, strangely, I need to eat and buy my prescriptions. I need to buy my prescriptions too. I just had to refill. That's one of the errands I had to do is I had to go, get the refill going. I have to pick it up tomorrow morning. Andrew said, William's joking, but I know he knows how hard I've worked to further my education. I'm lucky to have someone in my life who supports me and pushes me to be my best. I couldn't do this without him. Yes, he works very hard. I tell everyone that. Sometimes people think that they see him just going out and taking classes and they're like, oh, that must be nice. You do know the prep work it takes to do that. You know the grunt work it takes to get, for one, apply to all these scholarships and the time it takes, the amount of effort he puts in, and then being on the road all the time. And he also does things from on the road. So while I do joke, in all seriousness, Andrew still does a lot even when he's away. RB9 are these are the candle nut, and they're hollow, so they are super duper light, beautiful candle nut beads, and they have beautiful color. Look at that color. It's hard to see on camera because the lights are reflecting on it, but in person you can see all these beautiful colors. Student says, I care about hanging out with my hubs, my furry boys, and my AG Bead fam, then going to read my book and listen to my Friday night jazz. Nice. That's what a Friday night should be. That sounds like a good Friday night to me. Sounds like a good Friday night to me. Are they seeds? Alice asks. These are nuts, actually. They're called a candle nut. And they're called candle nuts because I guess I've never seen them. I've never seen it being done, but I guess when they're not hollowed out and they're more fresh, you can cut them open and there's a waxy substance that you can light that will burn like a candle. So I guess that's what I've been told. I've never seen it done. This is a 16-inch strand. You also get this beautiful ribbon. So don't discount that, right? It's knotted in between, so I don't know if you're going to be able to do much with it. You got to pull those knots out. But technically, it's available to you. Technically, it's available. Andrew says, also, I don't stop working when I'm gone. I have Zoom meetings in my car and still source merchandise for the store and advertise for the store. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Andrew says, it's a nut fat candle. That sounds weird, he says. Nut fat. All right, RB10. RB10. I have 2 strands of this. This is another candle nut, and these ones are done in a different way. I don't know if they're ground into, but they have this beautiful texture. I think they've ground down into them. So they've left some of the outside coating, and then they've etched down into some of them, which gives it this really cool look. I see these as being very useful for Halloween. Don't they look Halloween-like bones or something that go good with skeleton stuff? Like, I think these look like Halloween stuff to me. And they're super light, so you can use them for a lot of different things. Andrew says, I think they're painted and polished. Sandra says, they do look Halloween. I think so, right? Don't they? I think so. Lou Zeldis used to carve them into skulls. Yes, he did. We had some of those. I think we've sold out on all of them. Susan says, zombie-ish vibes to me. I could see that too. But what is it? The Nightmare Before Christmas? Is that the? It looks like that black and white, right? Kind of look. I think they're pretty cool. But that's RB10, $14 per strand. Oh, let me do the size of these too, because I didn't do the size on the other ones. They're about the same. These are pretty big. They're about 27 millimeters. 27 by about 25. Sandra's been organizing. Says, so satisfying. Yes. Isn't it nice when you can organize? Oh, so nice. RB9, by the way, has sold out. Thank you so much. Alice is chunky, right? I like a chunky bead, especially when they're light. All right. This is a fair trade item. We had a number of these necklaces, and this is the company. They're still around, but I don't think they do these beads. These are probably vintage at this point. And these are from, they're Ugandan. And this is RB11. It was $18 for the necklace. And this is the only one I think is left, was this color, this beautiful purple. I don't know why no one bought this one, but no one did. And it's sold out. So thank you so much. That just sold out. I'm just going to take it away now. Probably somebody maybe who got one of those before and liked that color, didn't like that color. I don't know. Didn't get one when they thought they were sold out. Grabbed it up right away. RB12. This was $12. I marked it down to 10. And these are some type of wood rounds. But they are so pretty. Look at that. Look at that color. Look at them, how they're faceted like that. Susan's been trying to organize her work area as well. The challenge is real. I get it. This is a 16-inch strand. These are about 24 millimeters by about 25 and a half. Marianne recycled some boxes this morning. Nice. Did you recycle them into something else or just recycled in the recycling? Reuse into something? Andrew said we're going to do a major redo at the cottage. Yes, we're planning a major move around up here. Okay, everybody, get ready. I should have 19 emails for this, or maybe just one for all 19 of them. These were $15. I'm giving them to you for $10 a strand. This is beautiful serpentine. Beautiful serpentine. Look at that color. Look at how beautiful these are. $10 a strand? Are you kidding me? I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. 2.3 millimeters, 2.4, so around 2.5 millimeter beads. Look at how beautiful these are. It's that beautiful limey green. You know I love that color. RB13. There are 19 strands available. Let me see. How long are these strands? How long are these strands? So far I've sold 2 of them. Thank you so much. These are about 13-inch strands. 13-inch strands. Cheryl says perfect for wire wrapping on hoops, right? And such good color, such good quality stones. Serpentine sometimes is not, you know, some people don't like it, but this is a really nice quality, really nice example of good serpentine. And look at those facets. They're faceted, micro-faceted. They got the flash. I thought I was going to say they got the juice, huh? They got the flash. RB13. Another strand of those is gone. Thank you so much. I know, serpentine's not everyone's strand, not everyone's stone, but I think they're really nice. I love that green color. It's one of my favorites. All right. RB14 was the $14. Now doing it for you at 10 are these beautiful shell beads. Look at this gray shell. Look at that. Can you believe these didn't sell the first time at $14? I can't. They are spectacular. Put that with some labradorite. It's got the same color flash, that blue and that green in there. Or maybe mix it up, pair it with some coral. Wouldn't that look beautiful with coral? Maybe some carnelian. I don't know. Throw it with some orange. I could see with some amethyst. Purple and gray go great together, right? Put some amethyst with it. I got some purple here. We just had that giant purple strand of that vintage check. But look at it with the purple. Look at that. Look at that. Get that AB finish. Got that vintage check glass there at the AB finish. Get those rainbows from the shell. That'd be nice. I don't have it. Well, I do have carnelian coming up, but I'm not going to get that out yet. RB14 has sold. Thank you so much. Someone got a great deal on that one. Thank you. That's what this is about. Having fun, giving great deals, hanging out. Andrew says, if the big strand doesn't sell, I'll break it down into smaller ones. Nope, sold. Sold. All right, this is some gorgeous lampwork glass. I want you to look at this. This should never come down to this price, but I did it anyway. Because I know we have some people out there who, when we do our lampwork glass shows, they love them. So I dropped this one from 38, which was already a really good price, down to 32. And here's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what does that work out to? 32 divided by 7 works out to less than $5 a bead. That's really good for this beautiful lampwork glass. Larger holes, of course, the lampwork glass. Let me see, I don't know if I can get my calipers in there or not. about 2.2 millimeter. So 2 millimeter leather should go through there if you wanted to. Wouldn't that make a nice toggle through a hoop or a loop on a bracelet? Use that on some leather. Use that as the button to go through a loop on a bracelet. That'd be beautiful. Then you got all those colors in there to work with. Students, is very fall vibes. I was just going to say it's very fall. RB15, $32, down from 38. What do I got next? Oh, RB16. This is a good one. This is the deal, a deal. Deal of a deal. This is a whole bag of stuff. One point we did this whole bag of stuff. Nobody bought it. So you get all these little AB finish seed beads. I don't know what size. I'm sorry. I don't. But you get these. You get these. I believe these are a plastic round with the AB finish. Get a whole bag. That's a big bag. These are big bags. Then you're going to get this piece. I don't even know how this is in here with it. This piece of the dichroic glass, like a cabochon. It's a cabochon. Or you could do a glue-on bail if you wanted to do it. And then you also get 2 strands of these. 2 strands of those. Look at that. Look at that. These cubes. Actually, they're kind of rectangular. They're not even cubes. It's a very odd shape. I've not seen very often. So there, you can see there, they're actually rectangular. Look at that. So you get all of that. It was $22, which, you know, that's a good price, right? For all of that, 22 bucks. Now they're $18. $18 for the whole thing. The whole thing. That's a good kit, I think. Play around with that really good. Use some of those seed beads as a bezel around this. I know y'all are creative. Y'all could do that. I can't do that, but I know some of y'all can. Easy peasy. And that's like, this is like a very good wintry, winter white, winter wonderland. Play around with that, have fun, right? Or, okay, you could use these and then mix them with some pastels. And how awesome would that be? How awesome would that be? Pull out those greens and blues and pinks and purples, those pastel colors that are coming out of that AB, and play around with that. Oh, that'd be some summer goodness then. Love it. Still available. RB16 was $22. Now $18. Okay. RB17. Ooh. This is AAA grade sunstone. Fire sunstone. AAA grade fire sunstone. I have 3 strands available. They're normally $60 a strand. AAA grade fire sunstone. Look at that. Again, $60 a strand before, down to $52 a strand. $52 a strand only. 3 strands available. These strands are 16-inch strands. 15 to 16. 15 to 16 inch strands. They are 10 millimeter rounds, and they are beautiful. Fire Sunstone, AAA grade. It's our vendor lists these as their AAA grade stone of the Fire Sunstone. RB17, $52 tonight. They were $60, which honestly, everybody, I want to show you. This is the bag that they came in for us. Here's the actual original price. $78. This is what they will go into the online store as. $78. We sold them to you before, dropping them down just to $60 to do the live. So that was what we did them at, which was this. See, I'm not lying. So it started at 78. That's what we should retail them at. We did a live to give you a great deal before at 60, and now we're dropping them down to $52 for you all. $52 if y'all want them during this live. AAA grade Fire Sunstone. 15 to 16 inch strands, 10 millimeter rounds. Norma's tempted. Anybody else tempted? We'll see. We'll see if anybody grabs any of those. Suzanne's back from dinner. Cinnamon has yet another undershirt. Wonder why. Wonder why. Marianne looks tempted. Next up, RB18 are these shell beads, dyed shell in this red color. Sandra says those sunstone are so pretty, right? They are. Fire Sunstone, beautiful stone. This is dyed red shell, kind of a pinky red. Was $8 for the strand, now $5. $5 for the strand. RB18. We don't have much of this left. I have a few of these in the store. People have been really playing around with these in the store, looking at them. So I'm going to move these to the store if they don't sell. And they just have. So they're not going to the store. They're going to their forever home. Or at least their home, they're going to be turned into something home, right? Thank you so much. RB19. RB19. This is a mix. One of Andrew's mixes. I've got one of these left. This is the red and gold mix. Lots of beautiful stones in there. I think there are garnets in here. I think these are garnets. And then you've got check glass, and you've got the gold luster glass. Beautiful things in there. I'm not going to dump it out because I'll never get it back in. At least not on the show. But there, I'll open it like that. How's that? Look at that. Look at that. Sandra says it's a good Christmas mix. Yes, you definitely could use that as a Christmas mix. Some beautiful stones in there, beautiful colors. You know our mixes are normally $12 a bag for a luxury bead blend. Dropping them back to the old price of $10 only. That's what they used to be before the pandemic. We sold them for $10, so we're going back to pre-pandemic pricing on that. One of those available, RB19, $10. Andrew says, I haven't made any new mixes for a while. No, you have not. No, you have not. Okay, remember I said I had some carnelian? Well, I do. RB20 was $18. Was $18. Now, $14. Alice says, I bought 2 of your mixes on my trip. Yes, you did. Thank you. This is this beautiful, micro-faceted, very nice quality carnelian, 3 millimeters, micro-faceted rounds, was $18 a strand, dropping that price down to $14 a strand. Have I lost my mind? Because these could sell at like $22 a strand, easy. Andrew says, can't wait to see what you make, Alice. I know. Looking forward to seeing what you make with your goodies. RB20 was $18, now $14. And these strands are, whoa, let me get them over here. These are about 13-inch strands, 12 and a half, 13-inch strands. Alice says, me too. Got to get excited for it all, right? Beautiful carnelian. We sold 1 strand of these so far. We have 5 strands left. 5 strands left. We now have 4 strands left. 4 strands. Going once, going twice. Keep those emails coming, everybody. RB20, beautiful strands of carnelian. $14 a strand only when they were $18. Those microfaceted, they're really nice quality. The vendor we use is really, really nice. This is as low as I could go on this strand right here. Yep, just sold another of that RB20. So we're down to 3 strands of RB20. RB21. This is as low as I could go on these. These are microfaceted blue or rainbow moonstone. And these are 3 millimeter. Beautiful moonstone. You see that blue flash when it hits this light just right. Tallulah is following me around like a little shadow, says Andrew. That's cute. She wants to play. You gotta get out her feathers. That's what she wants. Wants those playtime. You played with her last night. She'd like that. See, that's what I get. I hang out with the cats at home and they start being my little buddies because we play and we have fun. So this is RB21, 3 millimeter faceted moonstone, about 12 and a half to 13-inch strands again, $16. I can't go lower than that, y'all. I just can't. Not with our costing. That's as low. I've dropped this as low as I could. Scraping the bottom on this one. RB21. This is really nice quality. Look at how those stones shine. Nice clarity in those. You don't get a lot of the super white, right? Some are a little bit cloudy, which I like on moonstone because it usually gives you a really good flash when you see that. But none of that like super opaque white, which is pretty too, but these are really nice quality moonstone. RB21, $16 a strand. And there are only 3 of those strands available. These are the things that are definitely going into the online store after. Just offering them up one more time here before we do. RB22. I'm not sure what kind of glass this is. I can't remember exactly. We had a number of these at originally $16 a strand. I don't know if this is Indian lampwork. We had a number of these strands. I have this one available. I might have a few more somewhere if I really hunt, but I just have this one left in the bag. RB22 was $16. Have this one at $14. It's beautiful glass work. You've got the cores that are different colors. They've got that kind of foil in there. Two different colors on the inside with that gold foil. And then you've got the hand-designed flowers with that, oh, what's that called? I want to say streaming, but that's not the right word. But where they paint on it with the glass rods. Super pretty glass work. These are about 15-inch strands. Stringer, thank you, Andrew. Yes, stringer glass. Stringer glass. And this is 10.5 millimeter by about 14, close to 14.5 millimeter beads. RB22. We've got at least one strand available. I don't know if we have any more. We may have sold through all of them. We had a bunch. We had like 7 of them available at one point. And we sold them at $16. So we now got them at $14. $14 for that one at least. If there are more, I can look, but I don't know. We get more than one request. Sold another RB20. So that is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 of the RB20s. That means there are 2 of them left. All right, RB23. This was when we did the passport kits, and this was the Passport to India mix, where it had the India foil glass. So this is a mix of the Indian foil glass. And you get a whole bag of that. Was $12. Dropping it down to $10 for y'all. Dropping it down to $10. RB23. Oh, Michelle, finish your design. Nice. These are really pretty. I can't believe we have any of these available still. Look at that vintage Indian foil glass. Beautiful beads. Those would look lovely with some like white. If you're designing with white, I think those would be really pretty with that. Get some of that foil color, white and silver. Really pretty. RB23. RB24. We have a whole... oh, Norma says I made a nice necklace with those. Yeah. They're really pretty. They're really pretty. RB24. We have these amazing Jasper rounds. And these are about 15 millimeter rounds. Just look at these. And you get the whole lot of these. Was $14. I'm just dropping it down to 10. I skipped 12. Normally I go down to 12. I skipped 12. I went to 10. So you get all these beautiful Jasper beads for $10. Let's see, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21 it looks like. 21 beads for $10. I could easily sell these for $1 a bead in the store. Nobody's gonna look at $1 a bead and be like, that's too much for those. Sorry, my chair's stuck. There we go. But right now they're like 50 cents a bead. Less than 50 cents a bead. Not $1 a bead. Norma says, I use them with the Beads of Courage Bead of the Month Rainbow Bead as a focal. Nice. Did you show that in the design challenge group? I feel like I remember seeing that. Or on the Creative Make-Along. Okay. Those Jasper beads have sold. Thank you so much. RB25. RB25 is just a beautiful strand of vintage check glass in this cobalt blue color. Was $5 for the strand, 6mm. I don't know, Heishi's, right? Faceted Heishi, I don't know. Dropped it down to $4. I can't go any lower than that. This should be a $6 or $7 strand. Norman says, I don't remember if I did or not. I'll have to look for a picture. I feel like I remember seeing it, but I might be wrong. Please do show it. RB25. $4 for the strand. This is a 7-inch strand. 7-inch strand. I had to do that math in my head. 3.5 times 2. 7-inch strand. Okay, I can't believe there are any of these available either. This is another one of the passport mixes. This is going to Turkey with the eyes, the Nazar RB26. It's a whole baggie full of all different kind of eye beads. So if you wanted to make that croissant bead that Andrew made out of metal and he captured the eye in, you'd be able to grab some of these eyes to do that with. All different kinds of eyes in there. RB26. Look at them all. Ceramic, glass, polymer, all different kinds of little eyes. RB26, ward away that evil. $10 for the bag only. If you don't think that's a $10 strand's worth of eyes in there, you're crazy. You're crazy. I'm going to call you crazy. RB27 was $8, taking it down to $6. This is like some dark rainbow kind of goodness right here. This is a vintage check, but it looks like, it almost looks like a pyrite or a stone of some sort. Look how cool that is. And these are approximately 3.5 millimeters one way. Let me flip them the other way. By 2.3 millimeters by lengthwise 4.5 millimeters. And this strand is big. This is a almost 16-inch strand, over 15-inch strand, 15.5 inches. RB27, one strand available, was $8, dropping it down to $6 for you. Vintage check glass. Just such a cool look. I thought they were really neat. I think those would be cool woven. There's probably not enough to do a whole bracelet, but if you did a stretch of them woven together, create kind of this block pattern with these, right? Wouldn't that be cool? I think so. Yeah. Anyway, RB27. I'm not going to do that because I definitely do not have the patience for that kind of work. Well, maybe I do, but I don't, right? But I know some of y'all out there love that thing, that kind of thing. RB28. This is a really good deal. $18 for the strand originally, dropping it down to $15 a strand. This is beautiful cherry brand glass, vintage Japanese, probably antique Japanese actually. Antique Japanese cherry brand glass. Some people collect this. It's a beautiful glass. This is a nice long strand of it. This is a 14-inch strand, just about a 14-inch strand. We just sold 23, which was the India glass, India foil glass. Thank you so much. And we just sold 28. This has just sold. Thank you so much. That's a good price. Good deal on that. Thank you so much. I'm glad our people are getting good deals, taking advantage of these. RB29, another one of our mixes from the Passport kits. Was $12, now $10. This was to the Philippines, and this was this marvelous bag of shell. All different kinds of shell, and I think shell and mother of pearl. All different kinds of beads in there, all different sizes, all different shapes, some chips, some shaped beads, some drops, some of those irregular shell beads like these that we had on the strand earlier that were dyed. RB29, beautiful mix of those. Was $12, that's what we sold them for. Now $10 each. Back to, again, pre-pandemic pricing on those kind of blends and kits. And the last one for tonight, get this out, RB30. Let me get it out of the bag. It's a weird bag. We have some tourmaline, ending on a beautiful strand of this kind of matte tourmaline nuggets. These are the dark, beautiful dark colors. And this is RB30. It was $16 for the strand. This is an 8-inch strand. And these are, give or take, around 5mm chips. RB30. These kind of matte looking tourmaline chips. $14 now for the strand. $14 only if somebody wants it. RB30. Trying to bring this light a little closer. Oh, that's why. I'm like, why is my screen? It's 9 o'clock. Let's boost that up. Now I can see. It's like, why is it so dark suddenly? So RB30 was $16, now $14, and that one has just sold out. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, everybody. So that's the end for tonight. If you were waiting to see what was all available before claiming, now's the time to jump in there and get your goodies and send us those emails, everybody. All right. Let me go ahead. I'm going to flip this camera around real quick, say a quick goodbye, and have a great weekend. Marianne said some great deals tonight. I tried hard, everybody. Tried to give you some great deals. Remember, there are still opals available. There's still a strand of lapis available. There's still a number of great strands available. So if you saw something you like I said, and you wanted to see everything first, now's the time. Go back and grab those. I try to call out as we go. For those who do the rewatch, just so you know in the future, we're trying to call out as we go what sells, so that if you are doing a rewatch, you'll kind of know, because there's no real other way to know. And that helps you if you know whether you can send in an email or not. But you can always send in an email, and I will verify and check it for you and send out an invoice if you got it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you have a great weekend. I'm going to be at the store in Johnstown, so if you are there in Johnstown visiting or passing through, please say hi. I'd love to see you. And there's a very weird squeaking sound happening right now. I thought somebody came in the door, but that's not the door. Anyway, that's strange. A little unsettling. I'm sure I'll be fine. But thank you all so much. Have a great weekend. I'm going to go see what that squeaking noise is. And if you have any questions, always just send us an email and I'll get back to you as soon as I have an answer. Sometimes I don't reply right away because I don't know. And remember, I also showed my pendants that I made, these little ceramic pendants. If you'd like to purchase any of these, they are available $8 each. And you can get them. Just send me an email that says Williams Pendants, and I will pick one out for you, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, however many you want. I think I have 11 of them. A few of them have sold. I think I sold at least 3 or 4 of them. So if you'd like any of those, let me know. Just send me an email. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great weekend. Thank you for all of your support. It has really helped. It gives Andrew gas money to go back and forth to his classes. With your support on his necklaces and earrings, he's been able to pick up those beautiful kits of enamel that he wanted. And, you know, it helps feed him and house him while he's away. So we do appreciate it. And it helps me not worry while he's away too. So thank you all so much. Please like and share this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I think we just hit over 2,100 people on our YouTube channel. We hit the 2,100 point just a day or two ago. I think we did anyway, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty awesome. And we're excited about that. Please continue to tell your friends about us and let them know we exist, and to subscribe to our channel, like our Facebook page, or follow our Facebook page, whatever option you have. Find us on Instagram. We're everywhere, and we appreciate you all hanging out with us today and every day. Thank you, AG Bead fam. We love you. Have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.